Today I'm going to show you some of my summer favourite things that I use on my hair, especially when I go to the pool and get chlorine in it, or when I'm at the sea. And they're just some really useful products that I use on an everyday basis as well. First off, this is something that I use on an everyday basis as well as in the summer, but particularly in the summer if I'm feeling like something, a little more glamorous, I guess you could say. But it's I Love Strawberries and Milkshake. It smells amazing. It also can be made into a bubble bath. So when I feel like a pamper evening, that's my bubble bath go-to. So I would really recommend this just because it smells lovely. It's not expensive, and I think I got this in Boots. Secondly, I always use Aussie shower stuff and hair stuff, but this year I picked up another Aussie thing that's called Beachmate 3-Minute Miracle. I use it because it said it restored moisture to your hair, and that's exactly what it's done. When I go to the beach, especially, my hair gets very dried out and very extra frizzy, which I don't need and I don't want, and this has really helped keep it on, keep it down and keep it curly and keep it very, very silky as well. And curly hair people don't usually have very silky hair, so I really like this product. Once I'm out the shower, I use this hair Paul Mitchell sculpting foam. This allows my curls to be very defined when I get out the shower. So as soon as I'm out the shower, I brush it straight through to avoid brushing my hair when it's drying slightly, because that's what makes it less curly. So it's really good. It's a foam. You just push this button into your hand. It's a liquid form at first, and then it foams up. And it's really easy to apply, and it absorbs in really quickly. You don't have to brush it through too much, but it allows my curls to be more moistured and definitely more defined curls. What I use to brush that in is the Trevor Sorbet Professional Hair Comb. I really like this comb because it's not too thin and not too thick. I had a lot of trouble with thin combs that I wanted to use to get my parting, or when I'm splitting front hairstyles to get the back bit. So I really like this comb because it's just easy on curly hair, and I know you with curly hair, it'll get stuck together, there's knots, and combs are really, really annoying to have when you have curly hair. That's my opinion. So I just really like this comb because it's not too thick and not too thin. Another thing I use is something called a diffuser. Looks kind of like this. Very big and scary. It goes on the end of your hairdryer, and I find that it really helps dry my hair into a curl straight away. So unless you want to wait and dry naturally, I do that most of the time. If I do have enough time, it does take a bit longer to dry your hair, obviously. But it is really good if you want more defined curls, and especially if you've used this sculpting spray. It works even better because it pushes them straight up, and the weight puts them down, but they're very defined, and it's almost as if you've used a curling top. So I really, really would recommend that. They're not too expensive. I got it from my hairdresser. Now, one thing that I use on an everyday basis, and I cannot live without, is my Tangle Teaser. Now, mine is blue because that's my favourite colour, but I think these are really good just because they have these bristles that don't go through your hair, and as I said many times, brushing curly hair only makes it straight and frizzy with a wave. And when you have curly hair, it's better for it to be curly, you can do more things with it, and I think it generally looks nicer. So I really like this because you can run it through the top of your hair. When you wake up in the morning, you don't have to brush your full hair because that will brush it all out. But if you're in a hurry, you don't have time for a shower, it's really good just to smooth down the top of your hair. You can pin it up in this hairstyle that I have that I will be making a video of. And it's just really easy and simple to do. So last but not least is this. It's called Moroccan Oil, and I recently found this summer when I went to my hairdresser and he used it on my hair. Again, it smells really, really nice. It's a hydrating styling cream. I'm a bit obsessed with moisturising things because I think it's important to put moisture into your curls. It makes them look shinier, more radiant, silkier. I just think it generally helps a lot. So I use that. It lasts a very long time. I put a tiny little dab, and I only use it when it's dry. You can use it straight away, but I use the sculpting foam straight away, and I don't like putting too many products in my hair. I try and keep it as simple as possible. So I put that in my hair when it's dry, and I run it through these bits, and I sometimes, if I'm doing an up style and I don't mind about the curliness, I will brush it through my hair, and it just smells really, really nice, and I really, really like it. But generally I use it on little curls if I've curled my hair, or if my hair's particularly curly, or if I'm wearing it up style, and I usually curl the underneath bits because they're too straight. I run it through the curl and I twist it, and it just keeps the curls defined more, and it smells really, really nice.